Alrighty, so we're done with college. All done. Finally done. First year of college out of the way, and now it is time for the gym. So today got some legs, and the unfortunate part about doing legs at the gym at home is it doesn't have nearly as many machines as like the gym at my college. It's missing it doesn't have an adductor or abductor machine, and I usually like to do the laying down hamstring curls, but it does not have that either. So we have to make do with what we have. So we'll probably do I was debating on doing some plate elevated squats or just some regular back squats. And I think for the first day back, we're just going to do some regular back squats and see how that goes. And then we are going to do some leg extensions. I don't know if this will be in that particular order, but we're going to do some leg extensions. Then probably try and jerry rig some makeshift hack squat up, because another thing that this gym doesn't have that my college gym had that I did a lot were hack squat. So I may try, and they have a I had a name for it yesterday and now I can't remember. They have this board that's angled that I usually put at the bottom of the Smith machine, and then you're at an angle that you would be on a hack squat. So sorry, I gotta keep adjusting this, but anyways, you'd be at the angle you would be on a hack squat. So it kind of imitates that, and obviously it's not perfect, but it's something. So excuse me. Oh, another. Jeez. Anyways, sorry. It kind of imitates the hack squat. So it'll probably be about 3 quad exercises. Then probably going to do some seated hamstring curl and some dumbbell RDLs to get the hamstrings hit. And then probably just calves. And I think we're going to use the machine leg press for calves, because they have a seated calf raise where you just, your legs are at a 90-degree angle. I don't know why I did this, but your legs are at a 90-degree angle and you do it like that. And I know that's a really good machine, but just for me, I can never get it to be properly on my legs. It always hurts my knees. And I keep trying. I come back to it every so often to try it out, but I can just never get it to feel in my calves. I only feel the pressure on my knees. So we'll have to make do with that. But yeah, that's probably pretty much the day. I know the gym here, I think what their thing is they add 2 new things, because I go to an Anytime Fitness in my town. And they add 2 new things every January or February of the new year. And this time they added a ladder climbing cardio machine, which, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer just some traditional cardio, just treadmill or bike. And then I don't know if they added a second thing, because unless they just replace the attachments, I didn't notice anything new. So unfortunately, a thing they could hit on would be a lot more back machines, because the only back machine they have, I believe, is the reverse pec deck, so rear delt flies. And I mean, that's only for your upper back and mainly your delts. I mean, it is called rear delt fly. So hopefully that comes in the near future. because the gym at my college is a lot more equipped in the machine department. So it don't get me wrong, they got like 5 cables there too, like at my home gym, town gym. But and you can do plenty of workouts on those ropes that like you would do on machines because they're so versatile. But the fact that they're not stuck, like they don't have that set path of motion, if you're not an experienced lifter, then that can be a little rough because it can lead to you very easily doing your form wrong, and 2, it's just not as effective as if you are in that set range of motion for that machine. But I'm gonna drink up some go ahead and stretch, and then I think I'm gonna start on some back squats. So see ya in there. All right, so to start off, we got this. Oh, my music is so loud, it's hard to tell what I'm even saying to myself, but I'm gonna start with this, but do 3 sets going down, so this will be the first set. Then after this, we'll probably move on to some leg extensions, and then, like I said, probably the hack squat on the Smith machine if possible. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this leg day on a roll. All right, well, I will say my back did not stay as straight as I wanted to on that last few. Gonna have to lower the weight for sure to make sure we're keeping that form good. Overall, not great. Maybe I just didn't warm up enough, but we'll work to improve it on the next 2 sets. We'll move on to some leg extensions. All right. So, I was actually did some research, and it's like, usually people think of optimum creatine amount is like 5 grams per day. And I researched, and it said the human body can I gotta do more research, of course, but it said the human body can have 10 and process that efficiently to increase muscle growth if you use 10. So I think when I get home, I meant to do it earlier, obviously, but I'm gonna buy some creatine so I can be having that extra creatine, because I use the Rise Godzilla pre-workout, and I take 2 scoops, so that's 5 milligrams of creatine a day. So I think I'm gonna up that to 10. But now we got some leg hamstring curls, and I honestly forgot to adjust this to what I need because I'm a short person. But I haven't done this in a while. I don't really like this machine, so we'll try it out right now and see how it feels. Okay, well, honestly, it went a lot better than I thought. So I think for the next set, we're actually gonna up the weight and keep going. And then after this, we'll probably move on to leg extensions. But that felt pretty good. I usually don't like the machine, but maybe the times are changing. So So I took a break over finals because obviously I needed to focus on schoolwork. So I took 4 days off, and it really does help. Taking your rest, it really pays off. As much as I didn't want to, it was worth the wait. My shoulders are pretty healed. My knees are feeling pretty great. So if you need rest, take it. It'll benefit you in the long run. It really will. But all right, trying to figure out. Okay. Gotta scoot back a little. Alright, I got 10 on that, and usually I want like 8 to 10. So I think I could raise it up maybe 10 more pounds and finish out my last 3 sets, and then probably move on to dumbbell RDLs, maybe a hack squat, we'll see. But move on to one of those, and whoa, I'll see you there. Alright, so we got some dumbbell, make sure I grab the right dumbbell RDLs, and I wouldn't normally do these, but this gym does not have the lying down hamstring curl, so we got to make do with what we got. So I hate these. Like, they're good, but they're really tiring. So we're gonna make do with these the best we can. Then after this, we only got 2 left. Leg day at this gym is a bit shorter, but you go harder and it doesn't matter as long as you're going as hard as you can on every set. So I'm struggling to wrap these. But I have to be careful with these. Sometimes I go a little too hard and I end up hurting the back of my knee. But all right. Oh, excuse me. I did a few more than I expected to, but a little lightheaded, jeez. But go ahead and finish these off, and then we got to move on to some, probably the Smith machine. See if we can do that correct. Not that I don't, but then we'll move on to calves and then get through my cardio, and then we'll be back in the car. Okay, so I almost said lastly, but second to last, we got my improvised hack squat. Just gotta make do with what you got, and they have an angled board. I don't know if you can see it, but I use this to make a bit of a makeshift hack squat on Smith machine, so you can do this to failure. Oh my god, my quads are tired. Alright. This is the last workout, was maybe not the call, holy cow. But gonna finish up the last 2 sets of this and then move on to calves, and then we're done for the day. So move on to the calves in a sec. So I actually did a set of calves on the like seated. This not on the seated one, like, and I decided that I did not want to do the rest of my calves on that, so actually do 370. All right, so leg day complete. That last thing of me doing calves, I guess my microphone died. Trying to make sure this one's on right now. I grabbed my second one because I thought because when I recorded those first 3 videos before I left for college again during spring break, I used one of the mics only, and I thought I chose the one that I didn't use over spring break so that it would have battery, but I guess I chose wrong. So I ran out of battery in that one. But anyways, leg day good and done, and I actually, obviously I wish they had an actual hack squat machine there, but the Smith machine worked pretty darn well. I was really feeling it, maybe just because it was like my last exercise of my workout, but felt pretty good on my quads. I mean, I was shaking the entire time, so it had to have been somewhat good, but there's a car I'm stuck on, must have broke down. It's kind of in the lane, but now we head back to get our protein in and take my dog on a walk. So I did my cardio at the gym, and I did a little less since I was taking my dog on a walk so I could get back a little sooner, but yeah. Oh, sorry, there's a lot of construction going on. Just trying to get through there. Had to focus up a little bit. Got to lock in for the driving. Obviously, that's more important than recording the video. You always got to keep your eyes on the road. So, but anyways, overall pretty good. I will say squats at the beginning were not great. I probably could have gotten a little more depth. I will say on my next 2 sets after that, a lot better form and depth. I think I just didn't warm up my knees quite enough for that first set, and my back as well, and just overall wasn't the greatest. So hamstrings usually are like my least favorite thing to do for that, and they actually went a lot, I think they went better than quads today, to be honest. Calves, like I said before, my mic died, and I'm hoping this one's working right now, otherwise you won't hear any of this. But I tried doing the seated one. Like I said, I didn't like on the way there, and it's just like it's a great machine, and I know it's really good for your calves, but I just can't get it down, and I don't know why. I did it with no weight and it felt all right, but then I put weight on and it's just the pressure on my legs, it's just I don't know, I can't get the proper form. So I switched to the machine leg press and just did the rest of my calves on there. And normally I do the leg press there, like the sled leg press where you're pushing it up, where it's plate loaded. And I like doing that one. I just I don't know, on the leg press, I do a good amount of weight, and I just don't like having to load that and unload it. It just takes so much time and effort when there's other things that are just as effective that I could do there. So, but yeah, got to get the macros in for today. Still cutting. I plan on cutting until I go back to school in August. And then I think I'm going to start the I'm gonna start the bulk a bit earlier in August. So, well, not like earlier in August, I'm just starting it in August. Ooh, excuse me. So that I can start cutting sooner, because I would have liked to lay less by this. Oh my goodness. I would have liked to weigh less by this point where I'm at right now. I weigh about probably 197, and I started cutting at 212. And that was at the end of February, maybe halfway through February. So, like, I'm making decent progress, but I would have liked to be like 187 by now, so 10 pounds less than I am. And I'm trying to cut, like, I'm not trying to like go down to eating only like 1,200 calories a day, because I'm still trying to maintain my muscle mass, and if anything, grow it very little, like, at a time while losing that fat. Because I'm eating around 2,000 calories a day, plus cardio taking calories off there, and then I'm still trying to get in my 190 grams of protein. So I just need to start cutting a little earlier. So I'll bulk August, September, October, November, December, and then I think halfway through January. So probably a 6-month bulk. And I think I'm gonna do my best to be a lot cleaner with it. So, like, all of my calories are gonna come from protein, and I'm gonna, now that we're in an apartment and I'm able to like meal prep better instead of just going to a dining hall, I'll probably try to get all my calories out of protein and have like 230 grams of protein a day. But that's for the future, so we'll cross that road when we get there. But other than that, I will see you next time.